Good evening and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Robert, I forgot to film this yesterday. This is for you, buddy. There it is. I forgot to film it on yesterday to show you that that worked perfectly. Thank you for that suggestion. Now, when I fire up Babaloo again, we don't have to worry about any problems. Y'all, here we go. Look at this. I guess this is the year of the slug. I've never seen one in my life. I've seen snails and stuff, but never have I seen slugs. And guess where I found him? You will never guess. No, not in the greenhouse. I found him feasting on my cauliflower. And he must have just arrived because he didn't do any damage to it. So, oh shoot, I just dropped him. Okay, here he is. Ooh, gotta touch him, y'all. Okay, so y'all know what the final outcome for him is. To the upper room. He's there. He arrived. Okay, in the upper room. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. All right, you got lucky. Piece of wood. Any critter I see is going to the upper room, y'all. Oh, we got our song today. Holy moly, it's a roly-poly. And he's going to the upper room. Bing! Another roly-poly. Holy moly. You got to go to the upper room. Bing! A fly. He's already died. So he's already in the upper room. Bing! Okay. Let's get these things cut. Oh, what is this? It looks like a roach. Oh my Lord. Okay, it's a roly-poly. To the upper room. Here's another one. Where are these things coming from? That's too much. Okay, he's caught up in the cloth here. Where did he go? Up, there he is. Nope, you going. You going to the upper room, buddy. Okay. Let's get him. Let's send him away. Let's send him off. There you go. And a baby roly-poly. Oh, Lord. I'm infested, y'all. Every last one I see. Okay, let's get covered before more appear. You know what? I'd rather a roly-poly than a slug, but that's okay. You going too. Sending you away. Bing! Goodbye. Okay, let's see here. Let's get this right. I guess I can't stop the roly-polies, y'all, but I'll still send them on their permanent vacation if I see them. But I don't think they can eat the plants. Y'all tell me. But that slug, oh no. Like I said, I've never seen them before. Never. Other than on camera, you know, when people talk about them and whatnot, eating strawberries. But the ones up in Michigan, they like veggies. Because that's where I found them, on the leaves, and that one was feasting on that cabbage head. Ooh, I'm glad I saw him. Okay, y'all. Let's walk over here to the African keyhole garden and see what's happening there. But y'all know we gotta make our pit stop to the flowers. Am I zoomed out? Yep, I was zoomed in rather. Those flowers, oh, they're taking off now. They're ready. Let's get a close-up and let's pull this weed that I'm looking at. Let's get that. It's hard to pull these weeds because you end up lots of times pulling a flower right along with the weed. But these, I can see pretty good. Okay, I got them. And I'm quite sure there's more up in there. But we'll leave them for now. I got those two. Oh, there's some more over there. I'll get them tomorrow. I'm gonna keep this bed clean because I want those flowers to bloom superficially this year. This is one of the best blooming sessions I've gotten, and that's only because this is the first year that I've taken time to pay attention to this bed and keep it clean every day. I come out here and do something to it. So it's paying off for me. So that's what I'll have to do from now on. So these are looking good. You see I've got more over there. I think I'm gonna get more at the back. It's if I can remember correctly, the reds and the yellows surround the outer perimeter of this flower, and then on the inside you're gonna see the orange. And they grow up real tall and they lean over. They kind of look like trumpet-shaped flowers. I don't know what they are. So you flower experts can tell me when the time comes. Then we've got a little flower over there that the late Mrs. Granberry had planted. That right there. It's kind of cute. I left it. It seems out of place, but I left it. And then there's a couple over here. There's one right there. And then the other one I accidentally mowed over the other day. But it'll come back. It's a perennial. My, what are those things called? The daffodils? They're still alive, but the bloom was way back in April. And I see that they came and cut that tree. So it looks as if they'll be clearing the brush real soon here. Okay. And let's see. So the fence is looking a lot better now. Yep. And I see they put something else out there. It's really cute over there. I like their little homestead. And their garden is way up front. And they fenced it in, which was an excellent, wise idea. Okay. I watered the flowers back here today. I'm gonna pull some weeds back there later this week. And I think I can get some more of those that are on the ground. There are blooms back here. I'm looking at one now. Remember yesterday when I came through here and couldn't find a bloom? There's one back there. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm gonna pull the weeds that are in this bed. I can't get them all, but I'll get as many as I can. And I watered it today because I want those blooms. Oh, here's some right here. Just that little bit of water that I just put on them brought them out. See, there's one. There's a few there. Oh, and I'm scared of this corner because I don't know if it's something poisonous there, but I'm gonna have to work on it. I can at least get that's on the ground. I'll just put on my gloves and wear long sleeves. I'll burn up, but I'm gonna go on and get that cleaned out. Get that bird bath cleaned. Let me show it to you. I'm gonna get that bird bath cleaned and I'm gonna get that moved to that end over on that side. Okay, but I am gonna get this brush cleaned, and then this brush that's hanging over the fence here, a little bit of that, and that's it. Shoot. Okay, and of course I've got to work on the swale. Okay, so Mr. Honeyberry's doing well, and so is Mrs. Honeyberry. The blueberries, that one, the baby one with the blueberries on it has some yellow leaves, but I did add soil acidifier, and I know that this is some good rich soil. I showed it. Oh, I didn't post that short that I did that shows the soil, but I know it's in some good soil, so maybe it's just going through a little shock. It'll be okay. I don't think anything's gonna happen to it. Those leaves could be new growth too. Okay, so everything over here is doing well, including the borage. That seems to have taken off a little bit. Everything is doing well. Okay, so let's make our way into the greenhouse. And I named the Mojito Mint Morris. I named him after my former late neighbor. We had a neighbor, his name was Mr. Morris, and he died a few years ago. And Mr. Morris was very helpful to everybody. That's what I remember about him. And he crossed my mind the other day. I don't know why, but I think this is the time of year that he had passed away or something like that. But he crossed my mind. So I said, let me name the Mojito Mint after Mr. Morris. Or as my late father called him, Musty Morris. That's a long story, okay? I shouldn't even have mentioned that, but you can't help but mention it when you think of him. But he was nice. And even my father liked him. They were good friends, but boy, yeah, he was musty. Okay, but anyway, so I said I was gonna do the strawberries today. I'm gonna wait, y'all. I'm just a little bit too tired to do it today. I just came from the store. I got a late start today. I don't know why I'm having to sleep. Well, I do know. My circadian rhythm has been messed up for the past 20 years. I used to work midnights years ago, and my circadian rhythm never went back to its original state. Never did. So but I usually have this issue in the winter time, not in the summer. So it kind of scares me as to what's going to happen in the winter. I use those lights, and I told my sister I'm getting ready to get a stronger one because the one that I have doesn't seem to be doing the trick. And so I got to get a hold and get on top of this. I know my vitamin D is low. I'm on my vitamins every single day here. So I feel okay. It's just that I'm going through fatigue because I'm up half the night, if not most. Last night was half the night. The past few days before that, all night. And then I get to sleep. And then, I get up 3, 4 in the afternoon. My whole day is wasted, just about. And I'm tired of it. Usually in the summertime, I'm usually up with the chickens early in the morning. And then I go to bed at a decent hour and I sleep all night. So this is the first year I've gone through this since I've worked midnights when I couldn't go to sleep, at night. And even then, when I would get home, I would go to sleep. I had the room darkening blinds. I would go to sleep and I would sleep till 3 o'clock. But no, my body never did recover from that. And I haven't worked in over 20 years. I think a lot of it has to do with my autoimmune disease too. Because all that mess, I was healthy. When I say I was healthy, I was good and healthy up until I went down. Okay, let's look at I've got a harvest to get, so I've got my scissors. Okay, the green beans. I saw a few in here today, so they're coming along. Here's a baby one. Wait, I know you can't see that. There's a baby one right there. Okay, but I have some bigger ones in here that I saw, if I can find them. Hold on. There's another baby one. Now I can't find them because I got 2 that's almost ready to pick, but I'm going to leave them on there. They're on there. Okay. It wasn't those baby ones. I saw the baby ones, but I saw the bigger ones too. What did I do? What happened to them? And I inspected for slugs today in here. I didn't see any, but not to say that one won't appear. And I've got my first female squash flower, and guess what? It's on the patty pan. So, and I got a male coming in. There's the female right there where my finger is. I've got 2 females. I've got 2 female patty pans. So I'm glad I was cutting the leaves, and I've got some males. So they'll all grow at the same time. And so what I do is I have these Q-tips here. And what I'll do is take a Q-tip, one of these Q-tips, and I will self-pollinate it the human way, y'all. I don't mess around. I do it the human way. I make sure they have a session, okay? Alrighty, so I will get my patty pans, but in the meantime, I've got a squash flower here and a squash flower there. So let's take them off. They're going to be breakfast tomorrow. And those are both male. Wait a minute, let me make sure here with this one. Yeah, males. So, okay, I took them off, and I'm going to grab a couple of squash leaves, and that will be breakfast tomorrow. Come on, French tarragon, you about to come up over the crate. That's what I want. I want you to run. Okay, let's get this squash flower, and let's get this other one, and then we'll take a squash leaf from way back there, and I see another squash flower too. So this is harvest, and then I'm gonna show y'all my other harvest in a minute. As soon as I get this, first I'm gonna get the squash leaf. This big one right here. I'm gonna get 2 of them. And y'all have seen me cutting squash leaves for the past, week here? And within a few days, they're back. They start growing back in. And the other ones get bigger because of the energy. Let me set these here. Now I gotta go grab these leaves. There's one. Oh, wait wait a minute, another squash. Or I must not have cut that one yet. I did the leaves first. Hold on, y'all, I know I'm rambling. Okay, 2 leaves. And I'm gonna get those stuffed tonight and they'll be ready to go. I'm gonna have those for lunch tomorrow because I know by the time I get up, hold on, y'all. I don't want the squash flower to fall into the thing. Hard enough reaching in. Okay, and then that one's gonna be next because see how long it is? But that's on the patty pan, so I don't wanna bother that just yet. So let's put these leaves. Let me show y'all my little harvest. Remember those baby potatoes? There they are. Raquel the squirrel got a hold to my peas. I ended up with 4. Remember last week I had 3. So, and the pea plant has died off, so it's done for the year. And I brought out 2 cherries that I bought at Myers. Yeah, I had just got back from Myers a few minutes before I came on. Like I said, my whole day was pretty much slept away. And so I ended up getting to Myers. I didn't leave the house till 7 p.m. It's almost 9 now. Look at the bugs, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see them, the gnats. They're flying everywhere. Okay, Morris the mojito, he's doing pretty good. He's nice and stiff. He's alive. I don't like how those leaves look on him. But what I'm looking for now, I'm waiting on growth. And I know it's going to take a few weeks. Now, here's their directions. And I usually don't call out companies, but I'm going to do it here. NM Plant Company. Beware. That's all I can say. But I hate dogging people because I don't know what happened and why it took so long for the plant to get here. That might have been a fluke. So, you know, if I know they're in California. So if you're close to California, you know, you're all right. But in Michigan, that's a 3-day drive, okay? So and it came, I don't know if it came by plane, train, or well, it came USPS. So I'm certain that it traveled through in that mail truck. But anyway, it says if the plants arrive damaged or dead, please try to save them first. Oh, now you tell me. Hold on, let me zoom this in because I want y'all to see that. Please try to save them first. Whoop-de-doo. Cut or prune the plant as much as possible. Take a photo of the plants and text it, and it has the number or order number at Gmail. We only accept claims within 2 days after you receive the plant. Well, too late for me now. The plant may be dormant or trimmed. The trim plant has a higher chance of survival, and it will grow back within 2 to 3 weeks. That's what I'm waiting on. Okay, so it's alive, you know, and I think that it's going to take off. In fact, the bottom leaves look pretty good on there. It's not too many that's bad. And I might pluck on some tomorrow. And I see there's new growth at the bottom. Oops, I'm zoomed in again. Hold on. I see that there's new growth at the bottom. I think it'll live. So like I said, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to text them nothing. I'm just going to leave it be. I'm just happy to have the mojito mint, okay? Because I truly didn't think I would get one this year. And look at my other mint. I've been cutting on this. I've cut it 3 times thus far. And each time it gets bigger and bigger. So I'm going to cut one leaf off tomorrow. And then because I've got one more bunch in there for my mint water, so I'll freshen it up. My basil bolted on me, y'all. I hurried up and pinched that off today, and then look, the doggone oregano is taking over the whole doggone herb thing, and I'm hoping that doesn't bolt. And I'm watching that sage closely too, because it's the end of summer when I want to harvest that, unless I get some, you know, I might have to trim or whatever during the course. But right now, I think that sage might be ready to trim. And I know that oregano and I might trim it tomorrow and just let it dry. That's all. Okay, we talked about the French tarragon. It's about to come over the edge there, which I'm happy about. This is about ready to get my first harvest. And this grows back quickly. That Swiss chard, oh yeah. I'll probably trim it Sunday and saute some to go with that chicken. I'm gonna do that rosemary chicken this weekend. Let's see, what else? Oh, so I'm gonna do the strawberries tomorrow, y'all. So let me show y'all what I'm gonna do here. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one, of course, because it's so long. And I think this is the only one I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna leave this new one, and I'm gonna leave this one that's been there for a little while. I want those strawberries to get a little bigger. Now, there's one that just came out again right here, this one. And then look, there's another one. So that's why that's one of the reasons why I decided, let me go on and start cutting some of these runners to give energies to the other ones. So even if I don't get any white pine to bloom this year, that's okay. The more extra plants I can get, the better. So tomorrow I will be rooting 1, 2, 3, 4. And see, it's about to shoot off one right here, but I'm gonna let that one go. Then we got 5, 6. And these are small here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this whole thing and I'm gonna root the nub. So it's gonna give me 3 plants, 4 actually. It'll give me 4. And then this one, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna cut it at the nub right here, and then I'll get the 4 plants out of it. And then when it's time to break them up to plant, I can just separate the roots from that and then go from there. Oh, harvest. And this is my last strawberry, y'all. I had a cluster down there that went bad that I missed, and they were sitting in the wet dirt, so they went bad, and they're still down there, so I'm gonna let them stay. And this one I'm not gonna bother. Even the runners, I'm gonna just let the runners run. I'm not gonna redo them, but they are some good strawberries. Okay, now, real quick here. Oh, we're over 20 minutes. Lord have mercy. Okay, so basically, let's put this in with the harvest. And I'll get my cherries. Okay, so what's gonna happen? Okay, so I decided I did straighten up the shade cloth a little bit. It wouldn't straighten up totally because it's wrinkled. So I think that the humidity and heat in here will knock those wrinkles out. And once the wrinkles start dropping out of the shade cloth, hold on. Once the wrinkles start dropping out of that shade cloth up there where it's doubled, then I will tighten it a little bit more. But it looks better than what it looked when y'all saw it earlier. And then I still need to stretch some more down on the other end. Actually, it's too much down there. I need to stretch from this end because it should be all the way up to the door. So I'll get it. It's just going to take me a minute to do that. And where you see this hanging here, see that needs stretching. I mean, I'm not done by no means, but it looks a lot better. And when I say it dropped that temperature, because like I said, it was 100 degrees when I came in here earlier today. And when I left out of here, what time? I came in here at about 3-ish, because no, 4-ish, because that's when I got up. It was either 3:30 or 4 when I woke up. And I came out here and I spent about an hour out here. So when I first came out here, it was almost 100 in here, and the sun was like right overhead. And once I got the shade cloth up and working, I cut on the fan, and it was 80 when I left out of here. And let's see what it is now. It feels like it might be about 65, 70-ish. Let's see. Okay, we're right at 59 degrees. So tomorrow we're supposed to get like 90 degrees, and I hope to go fishing if I can get myself up. It all depends on how my sleep goes tonight. You know, I'm not gonna fight it, but if I can get up early enough and go fishing, I'm gonna be back home by about 2 o'clock, because I'm not gonna be sitting out in that hot sun either. But I want to go early enough to where I can catch a few bluegills, and I'm gonna go to one of my local lakes. I want to be able to catch a few bluegills and then get my butt home. All I need is 3 or 4 of them. And I put my trellis up for the cucumber. It's really shooting off, and whoa, my chummy, as Hollis and Nancy calls it, but it's actually called Korean millet, that has really taken off. I've got 2 plants, and I actually have flowers coming on the Crenshaw melon there. So I put those little squiggly tomato things in there just to help guide it. I said the plant can wrap around that squiggly thing and climb the string. I think that'll keep it for the summer. And then if it reaches the top, then I'll start running it along the pipes there. Or hopefully it'll hit that heart-shaped trellis and it can trellis from there. Now, when I do start getting melons, which I truly believe that I will, because I'm going to self-pollinate those too as soon as those flowers open up, the females and the males. If I get melons, then what you do is you, once the melon begins to grow, you use a stocking, and I have stockings for that. When I grew my melon last year, I didn't get a harvest because it stalled out on me because it got cold before it could get ripe. But I think in this greenhouse, I'll be able to do okay. But anyway, you take a stocking and you cradle the melon inside of the stocking, and then you tie the stocking to a surface so that it doesn't sit on the ground. So I've got room for that, because if anything, I'll use a long stocking and just run it right to that trellis and cradle it on that, or I can run it up to the rafter and cradle it that way, because the plant is going to get taller. You know it's going to run, especially as it starts shooting off the flowers and everything. So it's just getting started. It's going to be out of control in here pretty soon, y'all. We're at phase 2. We haven't even hit the harvest phase and all that yet. These plants are going to get a lot bigger than what they are. Believe me, by mid-July, this time next month, it's going to be on and popping, and I'm going to be, fiddling around trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to do this? How am I going to situate that, But this is my first year in this particular greenhouse. I know those grapes are coming out soon, probably by the weekend. So I can move some of that stuff. I'll be able to move at least 4 crates to the back. So that's good. So, and then I think I'm going to leave a blank space so that I can get through that aisleway. So I can move 4 to the back, and then the 4 in the middle to the back, and then I'll leave that middle part blank so that I can reach back there when I need to harvest or tend to a plant and inspect for slugs and all that stuff. Okay, y'all, so now I'm rambling, so I'm gonna get off of here. I see that a new subscriber joined today, either today or last night. I don't know when, but I saw that I had an extra one. So welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.